my first question is for Pablo.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want to congratulate you all on your Lollapalooza upcoming performance. And I think everyone wants to know how excited you are to perform here, and also how are you preparing for this performance?
Talaga po nagigigil lang. I mean, meron po kami upcoming concert sa April 18. Pero sobrang ina-anticipate namin po yung performance nito. Siguro po gusto ko lang din pasalamatan siyempre yung mga tao behind it, like Nation, Miss Riza, siyempre Wanzi. Kung wala sila, hindi na makakapag itong opportunity na ito. Sabi nga po ni Josh, ever since we started our career as artists, parang yun talaga yung pinaglahanan namin. Itong moment na siya na makapag-perform sa Lollapalooza and show them how talented Filipinos are. And hindi ko po alam kung hindi ko ma-imagine or hindi ko ma-explain kung ano yung gagawin namin doon. Pero for sure, it's something that all Filipinos will be proud of. Right now, syempre may mga pakulo kami pagdating sa music na ipo-perform namin doon. Syempre definitely, yung arrangements, mas matinding production, just to show them kung ano talaga yung kaya natin doon. So, sobrang excited. Gigil na po kami.
Thank you, Pablo. My second question is for Josh. For Josh, so your upcoming Lollapalooza stage will open many doors for you internationally. My question is, how are you preparing for this possible opportunity to make it in the world stage? And also, are you dreaming to get a Grammy award in the future?
Lola na eh, so hindi na kailangan ng Grammy.
Possible.
Nasabihan ni Justin.
No, technically, well, we're just very excited to show everyone what we're capable of. For Grammys, of course, we've been always dreaming about it, and syempre, if we're given the opportunity, we'll gradually, siguro talagang mas ipapakita namin na ano pa yung higita ng sagad na tinatawag natin, di ba? So, syempre, we've been always dreaming about it, pero lagi pa rin kaming humble down na hindi namin masyadong ina-expect na darating lang siya. Kailangan namin mag-work hard. So, yun yung everyday na tinatry namin when it comes to us, or syempre, yung mga preparations namin, especially for Wakas at Simula, at darating din lahat, eventually. Mas niniwala kami na yung optimal work na ginagawa namin, kumbaga dahan-dahan, darating din kami doon. Hindi kailangan ng isang viral moment lang, but most important is yung steady kami going there.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I think it's one of the strengths of SB19, yung longevity niyo. Kasi hindi lahat, maraming nagba-viral, ang dali mag-viral. Pero hindi lahat tumatagal, katulad niyo. Happy 8 years.
Foundation po talaga.
Foundation.
Sabi nga nila po, pag mula ng blessings, kailangan handa ka sumaro. So, prepare mo palagi sa sarili pag dumating mo. Magawa mo natin.
Yes, okay. Now let's go to our next friend from the media, Maurice Panaligan of GMA News.
Hello, good afternoon. My first question is for Pablo. You released 3 EPs in this era. What made you decide to create an album to sort of close it off or to open the new chapter?
Tama po kayo. Originally, tatlo lang po talaga yung album na i-release namin. Pero sabi nga po nila, with every ending comes a new beginning. And for us, gusto mo talaga namin share sa mga fans namin and sa lahat ng mga tao na journey ng SB19. And for us, ito po closure ng trilogy po namin. It's a milestone na parang pwede namin balikan na ito na yung narating namin. But at the same time, it's a celebration for the next chapter ng SB19. And we can't wait to share with you guys kung ano yung mga handa for us. Kasi ngayon po, mas matindi, mas creative kami, mas bold kami in terms of exploration sa pagdating sa music na ginagawa namin, and mas more, tina-target po talaga namin yung going global para ipakita kung ano yung meron ng mga Filipinos. So, I'm just so happy na itong mga opportunities na ganito na marating sa amin. Hindi naman po siya madali talaga na marating. Talagang bibihira yung mga itong klaseng opportunity. So, itong album na po na release namin, it's a celebration for everything that we have achieved together. So, yun po yung dahilan kung bakit namin talaga nilabas yung last album po namin ito sa chapter na ito.
Alright, thank you, Pablo. My second question is for Justin. What kind of sound does SB19 endeavor to create in this Wakas at Simula album?
For our music directions po, syempre, we've been parang 8 years na in the industry, 8 years na nagmagawa ng music, performing, and right now, we are more confident and I should say na parang hindi na kami walking on tiptoes. So parang may assurance na kami sa mga sarili namin sa gusto namin gawin na ito yung gusto namin i-try, ito yung gusto namin ipakita. And di ba po, for example, with Visa, parang we're trying out different things. May utot, may tae sa lyrics, and whatnot. So parang mas meron kaming power or tayong confidence siguro. Mas confident na kami sa gusto namin gawin. Yun naman.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Maris Panaligan of GMA News. Okay, now let's go to Jairo Rojas of Rappler.
Hi! Hello po, nakakahapon.
Hello.
First tell, pero hindi naman sagot ng iba, pero first tell siya directed. Siyempre, alam natin, you're going all out in Asia, Taiwan, Japan, and now you're on Weavers, things like that. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, yung solo career ninyo ay nag-flourish din. You're not just SB19 as a whole, but individually, you are your own artist. And bago kayo simula at bukas, and syempre, bukas at simula, meron kayong time na i-nurture yung sarili yung solo careers. So, ano yung specific na lessons or insights na na-learn nyo from your solo era na dinala nyo dito sa bagong part ng trilogy or dito sa
Feeling ko yung pinaka natutunan talaga namin is yung lakas ng bawat isa na pag pinagsama namin is something great and bigger than us talaga. Kasi kahit naman ako, personally, kahit sabihin ko na kaya kong bumanter sa mga tao, kaya kong maging ako, maging makwela, pero hinahanap ko pa rin yung energy nila, hinahanap ko pa rin yung sila na kasama ko. So I think, hindi sa nasanay ako with them growing as an artist. It's more of, kailangan ko yung kami para mag-work pa rin ako as alone. Kasi kahit naman nasa stage kami, sabihin natin, we perform as SB19, we have our solo parts. Parang kailangan ko sila kasi sinusupport nila ako sa part ko for me to shine. And yun yung hinahanap ko, yung sila and ang bawat isa para isupport yung bawat isa para mag-shine din kami in our own way. So parang yung pag-solo namin is something na way lang para mahanap namin or ma-discover namin yung strength ng bawat isa and mas ma-capture namin kung ano talaga yung hinahanap ng sarili namin dun sa solo journey namin. And I think isa sa nagpaganda rin ng solos namin is yung mga nalaman din namin through our journey alone na nasama nga namin ulit nung nagsama-sama na kami creating this album. Parang lahat namin ang bagay, experience ko, experience ni ganito ni ganyan. So lahat yun napagsama-sama namin so that hindi lang yung perspective namin as a team yung napasok, pati yung perspective namin outside as SB19 and outside ourselves. So yun po yung magandang natutunan namin during our solo careers. Thank you po. So iba po ba ako sa solo? Baka may mali po ako nasabi.
Parang agree naman lahat. Pero nakakatawa na ang dami niyong individual ganap. Sa mga side quest kayo, lahat kayo successful individually. Tapos grabe kayo biglang magkakasama kayo ulit. Oo. So, wow. Boosh.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's go to our next friend from the media. Thank you, Jaira. Eric Salta of Scout Magazine will be asking a question. Hi, Eric.
Hi, I'm Pao from Scout.
Okay, nag-iba na yan. Representative. Hi, Pao.
Okay, so this question is for Ken. The past EP featured like a lot of collaborations collaborations and input from the different members of the SB19, from writing, choreography, and all. So, of course, nabanggit niyo na kanina yung artists that you're collaborating with. But within the group, will there be other collaborations that you're doing? And can you share a bit of the process in creating Wakas SB?
This one is very different kasi po, yung mga na-collab namin before mostly is mga Filipino artists. But this time, may international artists po sila. So we know that artists are very complex with their, artistry, their craft. They are very specific sa kung ano yung maging sound and ano yung directions nila because like we have to consider yung ano din po nila, yung branding nila, yung vision nila. So, merong struggle, but smooth, as an artist, kailangan mo i-polish yung sarili mo para makuha yung pinaka-perfect na result. So, it's different from before. Gaya na sinasabi ko po yung yung cultural side din po kasama na rin po yung consider. And yeah, from the very beginning we are aiming for the global stage. So I think now is the best time to step out dito sa sa comfort zone namin. So yeah, international na po ito. Ito na po.
I think na within the group naman po, I think nakatulong din talaga yung endeavor namin sa Solas namin. Kasi si Ken, meron po siyang may team din po siya na katrabaho niya, like Luke, ako po may katrabaho ko, right? Kids, kapatid ko, si Edwin. Tapos si Josh, for example, si Cersei, ganyan. So parang mas may nakikita po kaming mas magandang bagay or mas profound na bagay dahil iba't ibang learning or iba't ibang utak na work on a certain track na talaga naman nakakahelp pagandahin o palabasin yung gano'n ng salita. For this album, nag-produce po si Ken, nag-produce po ako. Meron po kami international artist na produce for this track. Yun po yung parang collaboration talaga namin in terms of music. Pero alam naman po natin na hindi lang music tumatakbo. It's a whole experience of visual, music video, lyrics. Everyone really pitched in their ideas para mas mapaganda o mas mabuo kung ano man yung picture na gusto natin makita ng buong sambayan ng Pilipinas o buong Congreso. I'm just happy na sabi nga po namin po last year, for the longest time na kami sobrang sorry. Pero this time, mas tumindi pa po yung, mas tumindi po yung collaboration namin with each other. And natulungan pa siya ng mas professional lenses na pwedeng makahelp talaga pag-gawin.
Thank you, Pao. Thank you, Pao. And let's go to another Pao. Pauline Del Rosario of Inquirer Bandera.
Hi. Kanina napakinggan namin yung ilang soundbites. So, yung first question ko is for Josh. Ano yung mga unexpected genres or styles sa bagong album na for sure masa-surprise yung fans niyo kapag napakinggan ko?
Yung mas masasabi ko, rage pop na pinag-boost ni Ken. So, yun po siguro yung pinaka-unexpected dun sa entire. Kasi parang it's gonna be our first time doing it as a group. And, ayun, ano pa ba akong masasabi na yeah, afro.
Brazilian funk. Yan ang tawag ko yun.
Then another one is Brazilian funk. So, hindi ko siya ma-explain ngayon kasi hindi pa out yung tracks. Pero better to actually wait for it and then you guys be the judge. Siguro kayo yung naging ear and siguro mas ma-enjoy na mo mag-release ng tracks.
Okay, yung second question ko naman is for Pablo. So, there's growing concern kasi about AI-generated copy na recently, mayroon daw na ginagamit na rin yung boses ng artist. So, how does SB19 feel about this? And what measures do you think should be taken to protect artist identities?
I think the AI po, it's a very powerful tool. And ako po personally, strong believer po on innovation. I think it's really important. But siguro po not at the expense of yung nilanakaw na yung identity ng mga artists, yung creative rights. Madalas, magiging dangerous po kasi siya kapag walang consent ng mga artists na ginagamit yung mga gawa nila. And for sure, yung mga artists yan, from ground up, binuo nila kung sino sila. Talagang pinaghirapan nila yung mga nilalabas nila. And kung paano sila nabuo as a person. So, for these softwares or companies to use it without their consent, I think it's very unethical. And I think it should be illegal. Sana po yung mga gumagawa man ng ganitong mga innovation, dapat mas patindihin pa nila yung rules or maging strict sila pagdating sa paggamit, or siguro dapat yung mga artist has the sole control if gusto nila ipagamit yung identity nila, yung personality nila, yung creative outputs nila dito sa mga ganitong klaseng bagay. So, yun, personally, pero naniniwala po kami yung innovation is very important. Kailangan lang ma-regulate na maayos and maprotektahan yung mga artists na talagang naghihirap sa ganitong klaseng bagay.
Thank you, Pauline Del Rosario of Inquirer Bandera. Now, fresh from Korea, we have Hannah Malorca of Inquirer Entertainment. Fresh from Korea.
Okay, so this question was for Steph. So a lot of the promos of Focus at Simula is different from your past work. Tapos, it's more of guerrilla marketing and more problem solving. So, pwede niyo ba i-share yung intention nyo behind it?
Totoo naman kasi. Well, kasi with our approach right now, parang even before, sinasabi namin, we want to be very aggressive. Gusto namin na maging household name sa SB19. But then we realized, hindi naman namin kailangan ipilit yung sarili namin. We just need to be us. Parang kami lang. Pakita lang namin kung sino kami. We just need to tap the right people na makaka-intindi sa amin na ganito kami as an artist and ganito kami pag normal kami. Kasi wala namang pinagkaiba. Artist kami or normal kami. This is us. This is SB19. So I think yung approach namin right now is more personal and mas dito sa Pilipinas kasi na-realize din namin na if we wanna go global, paano kami masusuportahan ng mga tao kung dito pa lang hindi na kami well supported. I mean, supportado kami ng 18, hindi naman mawawala yan. 18 is always there, they support us. Pero bukod kasi sa 18 meron kang mas malaking bilang ng tao, big chunk of people na talagang hindi pa namin na-reach. So I think before namin ipilit yung sarili namin sa kanila, dapat, I think, ipakilala muna namin kung sino talaga kami. Ano yung goal ng SB19? Not only as an artist, but also to help itong economy natin, itong country natin. Papakita natin kung ano kaya natin gawin. So I think we're very eager, pero we're very confident and friendly pa rin naman yung approach namin. Kumbaga, tapping the right people and yung tamang, kung paano lang pagpapakilala sa kanila ulit. Yun yung ginagawa namin ngayon with our team na super happy kami kasi lahat ng ginagawa namin ngayon is sobrang tama, sobrang pasok, and mas naiintindihan na kami ng cash flows ngayon. So we're very happy about that. And we're very excited na sa mga future gagawin pa namin. Marami pa po mga ikakatulad ko na. So, ayun. Salamat po. Salamat.
Ano yung gulat?
Kamsang ito.
Salamat
po.
So next question was for Pablo. So no one knows the songs or the concept of this album. So why did you decide to go for this kind of direction? Kasi it's a very risky move. No one knows the songs or yung concept ng album bago siya nirelease sa mga tao. So why did you decide to go for this direction? Kasi it's a very risky move.
Siguro po kasi yung buong concept ng album, it's about celebration talaga ng church namin. And hindi naman siya bago, but it's something that we're familiar with. maturity na dinadala mo yung kanta is something na nag-reflect na doon sa whole journey natin. So hindi namin talaga sinumula yung mga kanta na pinakita. Hindi kami naglagay ng mga matitinding piso na doon na ginagawa natin before because we want them to experience or we want them to like take the road para maalala kung ano yung ginawa ng SB19. At the same time, gusto namin sila bigyan ng hint kung ano yung paparating. At yung paparating ng SB19. We have a creative freedom and we'll be exploring more mature music pagdating sa production, pagdating sa lenses na sasali dito sa circle namin. Mas maraming tao, mas maraming celebration, mas maraming sharing ng ideas and culture. So, yan po yung dahilan kung bakit nag-risk kami.
So, thank you guys and congratulations sa inyo.
Thank you. Wala siyang boses. Kakatilig. Thank you, Hannah. Okay, now let's go to Christian Melanie Lee of Manila Concert Junkies.
Hello guys, congratulations sa album niyo. My question is for Justin. Dami yung fans, lalo na yung international 18s, has been supporting you, lalo yung mga nasa TikTok. Kasi yung mga dance challenges niyo dumadaan sa feed namin. So, may kaba pa ba kayo nararamdaman when you did your previous tour?
As always naman po, whenever we're going to be on stage, talagang lagi po kaming meron kaba. And I feel like yun din yung hinahanap po namin. Kasi if mawawala yung kaba namin sa mga bagay na gagawin namin, ibig sabihin, nawawala yung excitement or yung pressure for us to do our best. So I think yung kaba is one of essential things na kailangan na sa performer, as an artist. Kasi ibig sabihin, pinapahalagahan mo yung gusto mong gawin. And even though pang ilang third tour na namin yung previous po, kinakabahan pa rin kami kasi we have a goal na gustong i-achieve. We want to impress people, and even though we think sometimes na baka same audience lang naman yan, but sabi namin from the very beginning pa lang na kahit gaano pa kaliit gaano pa kakonti yung audience namin, kahit sino pa po yun, we're going to do our best. So definitely, kinakabahan po kami every time. Thank you po.
Truly a professional's mindset, di ba? Kahit sinong kaharap mo, same na gagalingan pa rin. Okay, thank you po, Ms. Christian Melanie Lee of Manila Concert Junkies. Now let's have Angeline Rodriguez of When in Manila. Over there. Hi!
Hi! So yung question ko is for everyone. Questions and medyo misleading question. So your recent teaser featured a set column, which is a perfect representation of an end and a beginning. So for each of you, ano ang nagwawakas sa era na ito at ano ang nagsisimula?
What a wonderful question. Naku, gigradean natin silang 5.
Honestly, mahirap po yung question. Napaisip din ako. Pero siguro pag-wawakas dito yung uncertainties for me. Kasi for the past years, we have been navigating or siguro trying to establish P-pop for SB19. And trying to show the world who we are. And right now, we feel like it's given na. Hindi na siya parang try to protect it their mouth back. At ang magsisimula yung is for this to become normal to everyone, and we're gonna go bigger. And maybe in the next years, 3 to 5 years, everything will change, and P-pop will soon be one of the siguro main export market. Yeah.
Ganda. Winakasan ang introduction ng P-pop. Sisimula ng global domination. Wow! Thank you, candidate number 1. Candidate number 2.
Thank you so much.
This is for everyone though eh.
Sinagot naman ng Joshua. It's very, para sa akin kasi, matagal na po namin tinatry build and establish talaga identity namin. Kasi before kasi parang, Hindi ko naman pero inaano kami na copycats kami, ito ganyan, you know. So, yun po yung tinatry namin na establish and slowly na-establish namin siya yung P-pop and now we're trying to, you know, personally yun yung sa tingin ko na parang i-close namin na chapter and i-open namin yung bagong identity and to introduce yung totoong SB19 this time. So,
Totoo. Ngayon kayo na yung ginagaya, di ba? Ang mga kokogento, yung mga kids, di ba? Kayo na yung ginagaya nila. Okay, candidate number 3, Justin.
Siguro po, for me, one thing that we will end for this era is yung mga questions na marami about us, about our opinions, kasi for this era, we'll be more vocal po, and we will be more confident sa mga gusto naming sabihin, and we'll make sure na yung influence namin to people is nasa tamang direction, or yung gusto talaga namin. So for this time, yun nga po, we'll be more vocal than before, and mas direct na po yung mga gusto namin gawin at sabihin. Thank you.
Coming from the napakabait na bunso, kasi will be more vocal.
Pinaglalaban yun.
Oo, the progress. Okay, and candidate number 4.
Sorry po, medyo nahirapan ako sa kasi wala po talaga ako kaisip. Pero hindi po siguro malalim, siguro sobrang simple lang. Ang mahalaga, meron akong may nag-vocasat na yung panibagong simula. Mas meron po ako nakapokus. Kumbaga, tapos na yung dating proyekto, nagawa na yung panibago. Kasi yun yung kailangan natin gawin para mas achieve pa natin kung anong gusto natin ma-achieve in the future. Mas malaking papupuntahan pa po ni SB Live. So, yun lang po, kaliwa ka ng dire-diretso. After na isa, bago po. Yun po.
That's true. Every end of a journey is a beginning of another. And still, candidate number 5.
I think yung answer ko po medyo connected sa sinabi ni Pablo. Kasi actually yung naisip ko lang po talaga is, one, the end, is yung mga naging problems namin before na kinakatakutan ulit namin ng pagdaanan. Kasi with all the things na ginagawa namin ngayon as SB19 and 1Z, yung mga nakaka-collaborate na artists, mga big companies, I think we learn from them as well. And nagugulat sila na with our small team and bagong company siya, 1Z Entertainment, nagagawa namin yung mga bigger projects, mga exciting things with SB19. So parang I think yun yung kailangan namin i-end. Yung matakot ulit kami sa mga possible na magawa namin mali. Kasi part na lang siya ng journey namin. Not only as an artist but also as CEO or 1Z na kami. So parang yun yung kailangan namin i-end. Magkamali man or hindi, it's okay, it's our decision. Dapat kampante kami sa gagawin namin. And I think kung ano man yung sisimulan, I think as 1Z pa rin, magsisimula kami mag-open ng doors para sa mga aspiring artists, more opportunities for them. Kasi lingid naman sa kalaman ng lahat na we are training and launching a new girl group. So I think, yes, palamakan po natin. Dahil pumalang pa po si Ate Leila. Excited na po siya sa upcoming girl group ni Monty. So I think yun yung sisimulan namin is mag-open ng new opportunities. And mas marami pang pagkakataon sa mga aspiring artists na natatakot silang sumubok dahil tingin nila wala, nakakatakot sumubok sa ganitong klase. Pero with 1Z, I think yun yung gusto namin pag-uwi na kami yung standard. Kung paano talaga mag-train and kung paano i-handle yung artist ng tama. So I think yun po sisimulan namin. Yeah. Sana magagpanan namin as 1Z. At gagawin ko talaga namin. Thank you so much for that wonderful question.
May second question pa pero medyo nahirapan natin gawin ko ng water box. So, question number 2, ngayon na-kompleto na yung trilogy. How much of each of you changed from the seed that you planted to this now a church?
Wow.
Bakit nandito
Isa ba
yung
tayo?
question?
For everyone.
Isa ulit. Each individually, right? So, I'll take it as an individual answer. For me, kasi I've grown so much, not just siguro in terms of performing or ano, but as a person. Together with these guys, especially, kasi I've learned so much about life, how to think ahead, not just thinking about siguro yung gusto mo, but what's best for everyone. Yun lang, hindi ko na siya pa masyadong makakomplikahin. Pero yun na yung siguro mas na develop ko for myself. And yun kasi yung parang mahirap as a person to outgrow talaga your 30. Siguro, kasi may mga flaws tayo lagi, diba? But always try to not outgrow it, tinitry mo na ganun ka, pero in reality, you're still there. And right now, I feel like medyo nalagpasan ko na yung stage na yun.
Ang selfless ng mga ng mga sagot nila, no? Talagang thinking about others na. And Ken, how about you?
Hirap na yan.
From seed, yung seedling ka pa lang, ngayon isa ka ng puno.
Masabi ko lang po talaga. Nag-grow naman.
Uy, isa ka sa mga pinakamalaki ang growth, Ken. Dati ka hindi ka nagsasalita eh. Ngayon nagsasalita na siya, oh.
Kailangan ko magsalita. Sa akin po, as much as our music evolves, I think pinaka-main talaga yung artist as kami. Talagang kailangan namin mag-evolve. Kasi pag hindi po kami nag-evolve, papapag-iwanan mo kami ng mga ano namin. Yeah, through experience po talaga namin sa group, marami po kaming struggles. Sobra, iyakan dito, iyakan dyan. So, yun yung mga bagay po na nagbibigay sa amin ng lesson po talaga sa life namin. So, yeah. Sa music, yung music kasi given na eh. Given na yung wala. Kailangan namin na evolve kami. Pero yung sa talaga, yung sa life talaga, tsaka yung mga pinagdaanan na I can say, hindi ko masabi ng hindi ko ma-explain sa'yo in detail kung how much we've grown this past few years na magkakasama kami. Kasi mahirap siya. Hindi ko alam paano ko siya explain, to be honest.
Okay na kami dun sa detail na iyak dito, iyak doon.
Nahihirapan po ako mag-explain sa mga ganun. Ang lalim na po kasi talaga eh. Kailangan ko halong patin talaga eh.
Okay, oo. Hindi, pero marami ka nang kwento. Na-imagine na nga namin, umiiyak sila.
Si po iyak.
Okay, thank you, Ken. Justin?
Siguro po yun sa akin, para ding puno, no? Nagpuloy sa group niya. Kasi po, before, nung sprout pa lang kami, sprout pa lang ako as an individual, yung perspective ko po, umiikot lang sa paligid ko, sa sarili ko, no? I wanted to grow my skills, kung anong ginagawa namin, nakafocus ako na very hands-on kami sa ginagawa. Ngayon po na mas malaki na, mas malawak na rin yung nakikita ko. And I've learned to let go and parang maging guide naman sa iba, parang ganun po. Kasi before, gusto ko ako yung gumagawa, gusto namin very hands-on, ganyan. Pero now na puno ka na, mas nakikita mo yung nangyayari sa malaking bagay in a wider perspective. So, yun po, hindi lang as an artist na nagpa-perform yung growth, but as a person din, as a businessman, yung mga natutunan namin sa journey, ganun yung pagbabago, yung perspective po talaga. Thank you po.
Very visual yung storytelling talaga ni Justin as a creative director. Pablo?
Yun talaga po yung sagot ko kasi po yun naman yung pilal ng person ko start. Pero yung big change talaga is maturity. So tama po sinabi niya kasi po yun yung trilogy. So from a small plan, usually gusto mo yung nutrients sa'yo para napakita. Iniisip mo kung ano yung gusto mo para sa sarili mo, iniisip mo kung ano yung gusto mong gawin. Hindi naman hindi ka tumitingin sa bigger picture, but yun yung kailangan mo kasi para mag-grow ka. Kailangan mo mag-feed for yourself. And as we grow, ayun nga, sabi mo naging puno ka na, ikaw na yung magbibigay ng wisdom, ikaw na yung magbibigay ng opportunity. Mas tinitingnan mo na yung bigger picture kasi before, as a group talaga, hindi siya mag-work kung iisipin mo yung sarili. Kailangan mong isipin kung ano yung best for the team. And what you can, like, ano ba tawag sa what you can
Contribute.
offer para sa grupo. Kasi usually, kami po, talagang kinukompleto namin yung bawat isa. Kumbaga, marami siyang magagaling na kaya niyang gawin. Ako rin naman may magaling akong gawin. Pero yung mga ginagawa niya, hindi ko rin kaya ko. Or kumbaga, talagang we compliment each other. So, yung pag-honor or siguro pag-acknowledge na ito yung kaya ko gawin, ibibigay ko ito ng buong puso kasi ito yung blessing para sa akin. And yun din yung acknowledging din yung talent ng bawat isang talent po. So, yun po yung magandang maturity talaga sa journey ng SB9.
Thank you, Pablo. And last but not the least, Stel.
Same po eh. Maturity po talaga. Kasi I feel like Stel as artist and Stel as person, parang dito talaga siya mature na sa SB19. Ang dami kong, thank you po. Check. Hello? Okay. Dito ko na po natutunan halos lahat. And hindi lang siya sa personal na pag-try ko, kundi pati sa pagsama sa kanila. Parang I get na yung mga best from them na natututunan ko rin sa kanila. And yun yung isa sa mga bagay na nagpo-mature din sa akin. Sabi ko nga po minsan, ang swerte ko rin nakasama ko sila kasi minsan may mga bagay pa rin po na hindi ko pa rin naiintindihan. Pero with them, napapadali kasi napagdaanan na ng iba. So madali na nilang i-share sa akin. And mas madali kong naiintindihan with their experience. And one more thing po na I think tinatry kong gawin ngayon is ayoko na maging people pleaser. Parang simula nag-SB19 ako, masyado akong iniisip na dapat ganito ako, dapat ganito ganyan, dapat hindi ako magkamali. I think first step talaga is magustuhan ka ng tao is you need to accept yourself talaga rin. So I think kung magkamali man ako in the future, that's me. And magsasorry na lang ako. Pero yun ako eh. So I think kung magustuhan ako ng tao or hindi, it's fine. As long as importante ako sa kanila at sa mga tao sa paligid namin. So,
Wow, grabe, ang deep naman nilang mag-isip. Palakpakan na po natin ang SB19. Thank you for your questions. Meron pa po ba? Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Angeline Rodriguez from West Manila. Thank you po. Now let's go to Kevin Pableo of Manila Concert Scene.
Hello, and congrats sa mga projects. Kay Boss Pablo, you led the production of much of this trilogy. With this being the finale, did you feel more pressure to make a definitive sound or did you feel more freedom to experiment?
Siguro po, mixture siya ng both. Whenever I try to create something, syempre, grupo pa rin po ako. Kapag nagpa-present ako sa kanila, kinakabahan ako. Kumbaga, kailangan somehow ma-highlight ko yung members ko sa pag-produce ng music. And for this album, kasama ko naman po si Ken, nag-produce po siya ng dalawang. Pero it's the beauty of it all. Kumbaga, kahit na kinakabahan ako, na-share ko yung ginawa kong art for anyone to perform or for everyone to listen to. Masaya po ako na may ganong klase ng thrill pagdating sa paggawa ng art ko as a person. At the same time, masaya po ako na masaya po. Yun po, kumbaga, ngayon po, with all the skills that we've learned throughout the 8 years na career namin, kaya po siya mixture ng both. Confident po ako na sa paggawa ko, kumbaga. Kasi alam ko na po yung estilo nila, alam ko na po yung gusto nilang gawin, alam ko yung ability nila. At the same time, meron na rin po akong maturity pagdating sa production. Kasi ang dami na rin na po namin nakakolaborate with international artists. And tama po yung sinabi ni Stel na we learned so much from all the people that we have been working with. Hindi lang sa parte ng paggawa ng music, but sa production, even sa proseso nila kung paano sila mag-shoot ng TikTok or kung kahit ano man. Parang you learn so much by putting yourself out there. And talagang kailangan mo lang maging open sa lahat ng tao para mapuro ka ng kaalaman and become confident sa kung anong ginagawa mo.
Alright, thank you, Sir Bob. Sir Justin, for the upcoming Kasit Simula concert, change the storytelling of the show compared to the indoor arena setup? Thank you.
Actually, that's one po na diniscuss namin during the planning of the concert kasi that's gonna be one major change kasi po yung last time, yung tour namin, the idea was to make it theatrical. So may ganun vibe po na mahirap siyang i-achieve sa outdoor kasi syempre hindi mo, iba yung atmosphere, hindi mo na kontrolado rin yung liwanag and all that. But we decided to push through with outdoor arena kasi we know that we can explore more things. We wanted to give the audience ng kakaibang atmosphere. That's actually the goal. And syempre, gusto namin i-maximize yung mga pwede namin magawa na hindi pa namin nagagawa, na hindi namin pwedeng gawin sa indoor arena. So, major change talaga po siya. Even though it's like para siyang homecoming finale ng buong tour, it's really different. Hindi ko alam kung pwede mag-spoil, but dahil nyo naman yung staging, syempre songs, yung duration ng concert, major change. Parang talaga siyang bagong simula. Parang gano'n, parang siyang nag-end kami ng era, but it's like kick off din. Parang gano'n yung vibe niya. So, major change, major change.
Thank you and looking forward to the show.
Thank you po.
Oh, parang homecoming na send-off to. Parang hindi ko alam ano feel ko. Homecoming na send-off. Okay, now let's go to our last three friends from the media. And I'd just like to remind po na we can only accommodate one question per friend from the media now. Thank you po. Okay, our next one is from Philippine Concerts. Let's have Danica Lacson.
Hi, I'm Vinaria from Philippine Concerts.
Hello po.
So this question is for Ken. As pioneers of modern P-pop, how has your understanding of your role in the industry evolved, and what responsibilities come with helping shape its direction?
Ang bigat.
Dang. To be honest, I don't really think about like my role is a group. I just do the things that I think na makakatulong sa group namin. And suggestion so kasi from the very beginning, yung ginagawa po namin is parang po siya parang bigyan po kami ng ideas namin, bigyan po namin, like after that, doon po kami nakagawa ng bagay. So yun po talaga yung ginagawa namin. So yeah, as long as makakatulong sa group, I would gladly, I would love to help. Kung ano yung role na kailangan ko gampanan, kung ano sa tingin ko yung medyo, alam mo yun, like butas sa ano namin. Like right now, I've been into really, sa fashion namin. Malaki po yung tumutulong ako sa styling namin. So, yun po yung sa tingin ko naman, okay, medyo kami dito, so pupunta ka dito ng part kasi, sa music naman, we have Pablo, right? So, yeah, yun po yung, yeah.
Pwede po mag-add. Siguro po. Okay. Kasi parang yun nga ba about the P-pop nila. So, siguro mag-share lang ako na interesting fact. For us, honestly, this exact venue, siguro, I think it was like maybe 5 years, 6 years ago or something, baka more. During that time, no one really actually considered or know anything about P-pop. So we were roasted by a lot of medias, and they told us, how are you gonna introduce P-pop to the world or to the Philippines? And right now, siguro sa people out there, but during those times, unplanned siya, na parang they were stereotyping us na copycats. So, nagkaroon pa kami ng konting discussion. How are we going to call ourselves, di ba? So, I told everyone na media, parang interviews na, I said, P-pop po yung tawag sa amin. Kasi ginagawa kami K-pop Filipino. very, syempre for us, in a way, we respected it. Should we respect all genres and we get inspirations from them din naman. We're not gonna deny it. But, syempre, yung parang feeling na na-stereotype ka, it hurts us. Kasi we're Filipinos, ba? And then, ayun, I think, right now, tulad nga sabi ko, it's given. We don't really have to say a lot or, it's more than enough for us na-introduce namin siya, na-inspire namin yung mga tao to join this movement. And siguro, bigyan ko lang din ng idea, kasi usually P-pop is parang sinasabi, pag P-pop sing and dance group, but who can really tell that even if you're a solo artist or a band artist or ano ginagawa mo, would you consider yourself as not doing P-pop? But in reality, you're doing, you're doing pop music in the Philippines. So, I'll leave that to the artist then, and I'll leave that to everyone in this room and everyone in the internet na to think about it, diba? We might have accidentally, or syempre, it has been maybe there ever since, but maybe accidentally created the genre. But right now, we're proud, and we're very proud to tell everyone that this is a movement, and this is going to change the Philippines and this industry. Yun lang.
Thank you and congratulations.
Ay, sorry pa, haba pala.
Thank you, Danica. But let's know, P-pop just literally means Philippine pop. So lahat ng nakapaloob sa pop music sa Pilipinas, P-pop. Diba? Hindi naman kailangan sing and dance. Ha?
Kung gusto mo
So may pinahaba ko. There you go.
kung gusto mo lagyan ng distinction ng Philippines, P-pop siya. Para ma-distinguish us all over the world.
Yes. So nationality lang naman yung P. Hindi naman kailangan singing and dancing.
Yeah, the same thing as, diba, the C-pop, T-pop, K-pop, J-pop. Yeah, yun, pinakahaba.
Yes. Wait. Ano na naman to? Dream big na naman tayo.
So, but we're just leaving it on the table.
Yes.
So, they can think about it, diba?
Oo. Magbukas na po tayo ng Reddit channel about this shots. Okay. Now let's go to Veronique Nazareno of Together Manila. Hello po.
Hi everyone. This first question is for Ken. So what is the most challenging part in creating the album?
Challenging part ko siguro, kahit mga sabi ko na is, yung na-collab ko namin ngayon ay, international artist po. Madami po kailangan consider in terms of like sa vision nila. So, ayun po yun. Meron po sila sariling, taste pagdating sa music. So, kailangan ko po i-consider yun. Yung language din po. So, I think yun lang naman po yung sa tingin ko pinaka-challenging sa pag-play ng album nito.
Pero kasi yung mga previous album, marami kami. Pero this time, mas marami kami collaboration. So, you have to consider culture and check kami mga certain things na bawal sabihin, bawal gawin. It's just to respect each other. Pero ultimately, everyone's looking forward to looking at the bigger picture, making the track better, or maganda talaga para sa lahat.
Thank you po. And now we're down to our last friend from the media. Okay, ano kaya ang kanyang last question? We've got Vic Bautista from People's Journal. Hello po.
Hello po. Congratulations again. Since the title of your album is Wakas and Simula, suggests new endings and new beginnings. Can you give what personal experiences influence this concept to each of you? To all these questions for all.
For personal influence, siguro po mauna na po ako. Siguro po, ako po kasi personally, ako yung tao na hindi mahilig sa change. Siguro pag may magbabago sa routine ko, sa gagawin ko, pag-iisipan ko muna siya maigi, and I'll make sure that it's something that will be worth it na itatry ko para iwan yung mga previous bagay na ginagawa ko. And minsan kasi po nakakatakot na mag-hit talaga or baguhin kung ano man yung current na nag-work na for you. But, yun nga, katulad din sinabi ni Stel, parang parte siya ng journey, yung magbago yung isang bagay, may mawawala, may kadating. It might be bigger, smaller, but it's all about the growth of the person, kung ano man yung tinatawag nito. And thankful enough na with all the things that we have been doing, yung mga niliban namin, yung mga binago namin sa sistema namin, talagang unti-unti nakabuo siya ng bigger picture or something na lahat kami magiging proud of. So, masaya po ako na change. Mga in-accept or in-embrace ko yung change.
Thank you po. Ay, all done.
Ako po siguro, regarding parang yung experience ko that can relate to the concept of Wakas at Simula. Sure, ever since po, hindi ko lang din napapansin na every time na may bago or change for myself, hindi ko napapansin na may tinatapos din ako. So for example po, yun nga, gaya ng sabi nila dati na parang hindi ako marunong magalit or sumigaw, but now I've learned it, yung growth, yung nabanggit nga rin po ni Pablo, whenever I learn something, meron din akong iniiwan, which is kung paano ako natuto, ganun po. And po, siguro right now, ang bago sa akin is, yung rehearsal, same na eh. Mas nagiging outgoing na po ako. It's one thing na it might be mababaw, pero it is something very different for myself kasi taong bahay po ako. Talagang hindi niyo po ako mapapalabas kung hindi sulit yung gagawin outside, parang ganyan. But this time around, ako na po yung nagyayaya lumabas, ganyan. And it is very liberating. Parang ganun po na sakto sa ilan namin na wakas at simula at wakas, I'm doing something new, I'm changing.
Yung sa akin naman po, I think lahat naman tayo talaga in our lives, meron tayo mga experiences na masasabi natin mahirap baguhin ang nakasanayan. And yun yung isa sa bagay na nakakatakot talagang mangyari at subukan ulit. So I think kung yung question po is something personal, yes, meron, marami. And mahirap lang po siyang i-share kasi unang-una po, may isa po kaming kanta sa album na to na sobrang, ano po siya, like, magigets niyo po, so yung title pa lang niya is magigets niyo na po kung bakit ito yung title ng aming album. Kasi nga, yun na nga po siya, any minute na ako, ay marinig at malalaman natin lahat. Pero mamaya po, pag napakinggan natin siya, ay masana ma-excite po kayo. Pero ayun po, nung narinig ko po yung kanta na yun, I think nakakonect po talaga ako kaagad. And masasabi ko na, totoo nga pala yung kasabihan na nakakatakot talagang baguhin yung nakasanayan. Pero doon ka magugulat na once na ma-overcome mo yun, nagsimula na pala talaga ako ulit. And hindi mo na malayan na may nawakasan ka at may nasimulan kang bago ulit. Kasi nga, sinubukan mo lang siya at hindi ka natakot gawin yun. So I think lahat tayo sa buhay natin, may ganun tayong moments. Na sana, pag narinig niyo po itong track na to, ay maging sariwa ulit sa mga memorya niyo ang mga bagay na yun. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Stel. And yes, I think we're good. We're good, guys. Okay, we're good. Thank you very much.